And to complete the list, here's to the girls who said no. Hip, hip, love, love, hooray for love. Who was ever too blasé for love? Make this a night for love. If we have to fight, let's fight for love. Some sigh and cry for love. Ah, but in Paris they die for love. Some waste away for love. Just the same, hooray for love. It's the wonder of the world. It's a rocket to the moon. It gets you high, it gets you low, but once you get that glow, I have a feeling, it's a feeling I'm concealing, I don't know why. It's just a mental, incidental, sentimental alibi, but I adore you, so strong for you. Why go on stalling? I am falling, love is calling. Why be shy? Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it, let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other, to be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it, made for romance. Why be afraid of it? Let's take a chance. Some trust to fate for love. Others have to take off weight for love. Some go berserk for love. Loafers even go to work for love. Sad songs are sobbed for love. People have their noses bobbed for love. Some say we pay for love. Just the same, hooray! Hooray for love! Let's fall in love. Billy's Place, the vibe is light and breezy. Billy's Place, it's a virtual speakeasy. Billy's Place, I'm glad that you dropped by. Time to grab a libation from the shelf. Have whatever you want. You gotta make it yourself. Sit back, relax. I'll make your troubles fly. A musical trip, nothing complicated, and if you tip, that's appreciated. Good fellowship with no mask on our face. From apartment 5 right across the park, I'll be singing and swinging till it gets dark. Don't worry about finding a place to park, just park it at Billy's Place. Park it at Billy's Place. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Billy's Place. I'm your host, Billy Stritch, and you've tuned in to our 11th episode, our 11th consecutive Thursday night. Tonight, we're going to be catching up on a lot of the requests that you've given me over the past couple of months. And that's about all I have to say about that. I'm glad you've tuned in. You're in the right place. So park it at Billy's Place. So glad that you're here with me this evening from my apartment right across from Central Park. I can see in my window the sun is going down. It's a very mellow vibe tonight. And I'm doing requests, as I mentioned. That first medley of 2 songs both written by Harold Arlen. That's a request from my good pal Daniel Gettleman. He was requesting Harold Arlen this week. And I'm going to continue this vibe with some Cole Porter, because when is it never not a good time to do Cole Porter? Here you go. Why am I just as happy as a child? Why am I like a racehorse running wild? Why am I in a state of ecstasy? The reason is 'cause something happened to me. I'm in love again, and the spring is coming. I'm in love again. Feel my heartstrings strumming. I'm in love again. And the hymn I'm humming is the huddle up, cuddle up blues. I'm in love again, and I can't rise above it. I'm in love again, and I love, love, love it. I'm in love again, and I'm darn glad of it. Good news, I'm in love again, and with glee I bubble. I'm in love again, and the fun's just double. I'm in love again. If I got in trouble, I'd be cursing the person I choose. I am in love again. I'm a lovebird singing. I'm in love again. I'm a spring lamb springing. I'm in love again. I can hear bells ringing. It's a feeling I know I can't lose. It's true. It's love. Good news. Cole Porter, I'm in love again. I love that song. You know, whenever I think of that song, I think of Bobby Short, because that's the song. You guys know the movie Hannah and Her Sisters, when Woody Allen and Diane Wiest go to the Cafe Carlisle. That's the song that Bobby Short is singing in that scene. It's a hysterical movie. And so I always kind of go there and think of that. I'm so glad you're with me tonight. Our drink tonight, because it is summer and it is so refreshing, is a nice, lovely, look at the color of that, lovely pink, cool rosé wine. I love rosé. I discovered rosé maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. I'd always known about it, but I always thought it was maybe too sweet or kind of cheap or something. I don't know. And rosé is kind of fabulous, especially for the summertime. I'm going to take a big gulp right now. Mm-hmm.
Well, they want you to sing Rosé's turn.
Oh, Rosé's turn. That's Doug. My producer, Doug Major. Rosé's turn. Thanks a lot. Now with the garbage. Right. So got a couple of little announcements to make for you. We have, if you've been following along and watching these shows, you know that I am building like a brand. Who would have thought this would have happened 4 months ago? But after about 6 weeks of doing this show, we started to add merchandise into the mix. And that's taken off pretty well. So many of you have sent photos and comments about the merchandise that you have received. And my friend Chris Smith, who is sequestering in Provincetown with his sweet dog Brady, bought a Billy's Place t-shirt. Do we have a picture of Chris there? There he is. He's my buddy. He never misses a show. He's got the white t-shirt, and then just a few days ago, we added gray t-shirts. So we have a picture of the gray t-shirt. I love the way that looks. And then last week, we got Billy's Place caps. And I have to say, I got one myself. They are very well made. They're on, it's like charcoal or gray with a nice embroidered Billy's cap logo. And a few of my buddies have already received them. My friend Joe Stamford in Dallas sent me a very handsome picture of him wearing his Billy's Place cap. Also, my very handsome Dallas friend Mark Ramsey is wearing a Billy's Place cap. And my other handsome friend, I have nothing but handsome friends who watch Billy's Place. I know, Doug's like, what's with that? Dale Stein is wearing a Billy's Place cap. You guys are all handsome, but the hat actually makes you look handsomer, I have to say. So please, if you want to order the Billy's Place, we have coffee mugs. These are so great. This was an original one that my friend Christine sent me months ago, but the ones that you can buy look exactly like that. We have Billy's Place coasters that come like this and 3 different colors. It's 4 different colors. We also have, what am I leaving out? We have...
Don't talk when you turn away.
I know, don't talk when I turn away. We have the t-shirts, we have the caps, and this week we are adding tote bags. Look at that gorgeous tote bag. So, Doug, if you could put up the web address where the fine viewers of Billy's Place may order their swag. And it ships very quickly, and I want to tell you, if you order, not that you have to, but if you order $50 or more, the shipping is free. I sound like the lady on the Deal Dash commercials. And shipping is always free. There's lots of good stuff you can get. And if you get some of this stuff, please send me a picture of you wearing it or holding it in my Facebook Messenger app. Send me a message, and I will try to include it in a future show. What else do we have to say? Virtual tips. Now, I know that I say this every week, but, so you guys understand that this is my only outlet to work at this point. There's not yet any out-of-town gigs. I just yesterday got a phone call that a gig I had booked in December, bye-bye. So we are here for the unforeseeable future. We got a new ring light today. I got my piano tuned this afternoon. All these things cost a little bit of money. So if you're able to contribute, if you're enjoying the show, and if in better times you would be going out to a nightclub and having dinner and paying a cover charge, spending a night out, think of it that way. Send me a little bit of the money, if you can, that you might have devoted to that. It's greatly appreciated. It's not necessary. I'm glad you're here and you're watching, but there are 2 ways you can donate. One is via PayPal, and my name on PayPal is bstritch@yahoo.com. And the other way is via an app called Venmo, and that is, what is it, Doug?
Billy-Stritch.
It's Billy-Stritch. It's on the screen. You can see all that on the screen. So those are 2 ways that you can donate to the cause. So we're going to proceed on with another Cole Porter song. This was requested by my friend Robert Capoletti, and also my friend Joni Rapp, who watches all the time, chimed in. Same request, another Cole Porter song. Strange dear, but true dear, when I'm close to you, dear, the stars fill the sky, so in love with you am I. Even without you, my arms fold about you. You know, darling, why so in love with the night mysterious, the night when you first were there, in love with my joy delirious, when I knew that you could care. So taunt me and hurt me, deceive me, desert me. I'm yours till I die. So in love, so in love, so in love with you, my love. Am I? In love with the night mysterious, the night when you first were there, in love with my joy delirious, when I knew that you could care. So taunt me and hurt me, deceive me, desert me. I'm yours till I die. So in love, so in love, so in love with you, my love. Am Whew. Cole Porter. Boy, he knew how to write a sexy, sensual kind of song. I love that song. I remember seeing the revival of Kiss Me Kate about 20 years ago, I guess now. It's been a while. But yeah, it was right around the millennium. The great Brian Stokes Mitchell sang that song, and he is so good. It's a fun song to sing. I always love the part where it says, taunt me, hurt me, deceive me, desert me. It's the ultimate masochistic song. But Cole Porter could write about every facet of love in all of its forms: dark, light, funny, witty, super sad. He had a thing or two to say about all that, I have to say. I got hot singing that song, so I had to just mop off a little bit. I meant to say earlier that if you're enjoying the show, please hit the button right to the bottom of your screen that says share, so you can share it with all the people on your Facebook page, and we can get a lot more people watching it. And also, because I always forget to say this, after the show is over, this show will be archived directly onto my YouTube channel, which is called Billy Stritch. And if you wouldn't mind taking a moment and going and subscribing to that channel, because I would love to build up some names there. The more subscribers you get, the better it is, for the algorithm and all that kind of stuff. So please go to Billy Stritch on YouTube and subscribe. Hey, we're doing all we can to keep it all going here. I got a super request from my dear friend in San Francisco, whose name is Abe Batat, and he is a fantastic singer, pianist, band leader. He's kind of a legend in San Francisco, and we only just became friends about a year and a half ago when he made a visit to New York and came to see Jim Caruso and I at the Carlisle. His friend Jonathan Poritz brought him to see us. Jonathan and Andrew brought him to see us, and we just bonded. And I visited him in San Francisco a couple of times when I've been out there. And I know he's watching, and he requested this song about 3 weeks ago, and I love it. Written by Andre Previn, and the lyrics are by his wife at the time, Dory Langdon. And it's from a really weird movie, but it's one of my guilty pleasure movies. It's a movie called Inside Daisy Clover from, I think, 1967, 66, something like that. Natalie Wood, Robert Redford, Christopher Plummer, Ruth Gordon. If you've never seen it, check it out. It's strange, but it's good. And Daisy Clover plays this 15-year-old kid who's discovered by the movies. And this is the song that she gets to sing in the film. Everyone tells me to know my place, but that ain't the way I play. Why am I daring to show my face? 'Cause I've got something to say. Move over, sun, and give me some sky. I got me some wings, I'm eager to try. I'm staking my claim. Remember my name. You're gonna hear from me. Make me some room, you people up there. On top of the world, I'll meet you, I swear. I may be unknown, but wait till I've flown. You're gonna hear from me. Fortune smiled on the road I see before me. I'm fortune's child. Listen, world, you can't ignore me. I've got a song that longs to be played. Raise up my flag, begin my parade. Then watch the world over, start coming up Clover. You're gonna hear from me. I'm fortune's child. Listen, world, you can't ignore me. I've got a song that longs to be played. Raise up my flag, begin my parade. Then watch the world over, start coming up Clover. That's how it's gonna be. You'll see. You're gonna hear from me. Andre Previn. Boy, what a writer he is. And I love that song. Don't you love how that song, it stays here? Listen, world, you can't ignore me. And then it goes up a half minor third. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Watch the world. And then it comes right back down again. That's built into the song. But the first time I heard that song, I thought, well, that's somebody's version of the arrangement. No, it's built in that way. It's so fantastic. Hey, Doug, what's going on?
So Suzanne and Marty are talking about how great the sound mix is tonight.
Oh,
So can you
fantastic.
tell them about
Yes, we made an improvement today on the sound. My dear, almost lifelong friend, Matt Berman, who does sound for Liza Minnelli and for Kristen Chenoweth and for so many great artists on the road and out in the world, is like all of us working from home and creating new ways to bring his expertise to you. He has come here and he has given us a mixing board, and today he brought us a new board with some reverb so that, it sounds, I mean, I really love the way it sounds. And if you guys are doing live streams or know anybody who's doing live streams, I have to tell you, Matt is the guy that you want to call. First of all, he is very succinct with what is needed. He does lighting and sound. He is very reasonable. He's very smart. He can come in, take a look at it, and tell you exactly what you need and make it easy for you to deal with. And so he's starting this new business in the pandemic, and it's mattbermandesign.com. And a lovelier person you will never know. I know a lot of people who are watching know Matt personally. Matt was the sound designer, and years ago at 88's and Don't Tell Mama, and then he came into Birdland, the Birdland Theater, created the sound there and the lighting, and he came today and he gave us a little upgrade, and I want to give him a little shout out because he's doing great work, and if you guys are looking for that, that's the guy to get in touch with. So Matt, thank you very much. I'm glad we're getting good comments about it, right? Super. So I'm going to move on with the request. This is a request from my friend John Stone, who is in Las Vegas, who also I have known since we went to college together. He requested this great song. There is no verse to this song, 'cause I don't want to wait a minute too long to tell you. I'd like to get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone. Get you and keep you in my arms evermore. Leave all your lovers weeping on a faraway shore, out on the briny with the moon big and shiny, melting your heart of stone. I'd like to get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone. Get you and keep you in my arms evermore. Leave all your lovers weeping on a faraway, faraway shore, out on the briny with the moon big and shiny, melting your heart of stone. On a slow boat to China, all to myself. There's nobody else, all to myself alone. Slow boat to China. That's for you, John Stone. What a good song, right? If you just tuned in, this is Billy's Place. I'm your host, Billy Stritch. It's the 11th episode. It's just requests tonight. I'm having a good time doing that because I know in the last few weeks I did tributes. Well, last week was a tribute to Burt Bacharach and Hal David. Week before that was John Kander and Fred Ebb. And then we did a tribute to Barry Manilow on his birthday. We've done Judy Garland. We've done Peggy Lee. And I love doing those themes, but it's actually kind of nice tonight to not have the pressure of a theme and to be able to actually relax and do a lot of your requests. Who's watching us tonight? Oh my God, Luba Mason. She is divine. She just had a couple of glasses of rosé. Luba, she's just fantastic. She was in a great Broadway show that was running just when this whole thing came down called The Girl from the North Country. Check her out. She's got some great albums. Natalie Douglas is watching tonight. Natalie, I adore you. She has done gazillions of shows at Birdland. Check her out. We both actually sang 2 nights ago on the Night of Night of a Million Judies for the Ali Forney Center. Bruce Roberts is watching from L.A. Bruce Roberts, fantastic producer and songwriter. He wrote "Enough is Enough is Enough." My friend Ms. Blue is watching. She was on Jim Caruso's party last week. Kimberly Citron is watching. Michael Richard Kelly is watching from Pennsylvania or New Jersey, wherever he's living these days. I love it that all of you are here. Here's to all of you. Luba, I'm toasting you with my glass of rosé. I'm so glad you're all here. One more time, if you're able to contribute to the virtual tip jar, 2 ways you can do it, via PayPal, bstritch@yahoo.com, and via Venmo, Billy-Stritch. That's right. Why do I keep forgetting that?
This is the rosé.
Doug says it's because of the rosé. So, interestingly enough, we got that request for Slow Boat to China, and the next day I got a request from my friend Joe McGuff, who is down in Pennsylvania, and he requested this really great old Hoagie Carmichael song, because there are no new Hoagie Carmichael songs, actually. That's such a bad joke. But this great song, which is, so we take the Slow Boat to China, and then we sing the Hong Kong Blues. It's a story of a very unfortunate Memphis man who got arrested down in old Hong Kong. He got 20 years privilege taken away from him when he kicked old Buddha's gong. Now he's playing the piano just to raise the price of a ticket to the land of the free. He says his home's in Frisco where they send the rice, but it's really in Tennessee. That's why he say, I need somebody to love me. I need somebody to carry me back to San Francisco, bury my body there. I need somebody to lend me a $50 bill, and then I'll leave Hong Kong far behind me for happiness once again. Won't somebody believe I got a yen to see that bay again? But when I try to leave, sweet opium won't let me fly away. I need somebody to love me. I need somebody to carry me home to San Francisco and bury my body there. Somebody believe I've got a yen to see that bay again. But when I try to leave, sweet opium won't let me fly away. I need somebody to love me. I need somebody to carry me back to San Francisco and bury my body there. 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 Hong Kong Blues by Hoagie Carmichael. You know, I learned that song a couple of years ago for a show that I did at Birdland. And so here I go. I'm singing the song, and there's like a thing in the verse. He said he got 20 years privilege taken away from him when he kicked old Buddha's gong. And so I thought, well, you know, I guess he kicked a gong, and he was being disrespectful somehow to that religion, and he got arrested, and they took privilege away from him. And then somebody told me, he said, that's an old phrase. When you kick Buddha's gong, I didn't know this. It means you're smoking opium, or you're doing heroin, you're doing drugs. Kicking Buddha's gong. So that's what that song means. You learn something new all the time. That Hoagie Carmichael, he was pretty hip. He knew all the hipster lingo. So you learn something new every day. I didn't know that, and now I know it, and it makes much more sense because 20 years for just kicking a literal gong seems kind of severe, but 20 years for maybe smoking opium, maybe not quite so severe.
They just cut our stream off.
Did they cut our stream off because we're talking about drugs? Yeah, okay. So from Hong Kong, I thought that I would take you to Havana, Cuba, and do a song that was really sung a lot by Bobby Short. It's from the 40s. It was written by Victor Schertzinger. And that's all I need to say about that. Out of sight, out of mind. That's what I told myself. So I left you behind, and I controlled myself. Yet some mysterious thing makes every memory cling, makes me want to take wing again tonight and know the delight of holding you tight. Sand in my shoes, sand from Havana, calling me to that ever so heavenly shore, calling me back to you once more. Dreams in the night, dreams of Havana, dreams of a love I haven't the strength to refuse. Darling, the sand is in my shoes. Deep in my veins, the sensuous strains of the soft guitars. Deep in my soul, the thundering roll of a tropic sea. Under the stars, that was Havana. You are the moonlit memory I can't seem to lose. That's why my life's an aimless cruise. All that is real is the feel of the sand in my shoes. my veins the sensuous strains of the soft guitar. Deep in my soul the thundering roll of a tropic sea. Under the stars, that was Havana. You are the moonlit memory I can't seem to lose. That's why my life's an aimless cruise. All that is real is the feel of the sand in my shoes. Glamorous nights in the 30s and 40s on ships, tropical nights, sand in my shoes, Havana. Oh, I love that song. It takes me right away. My brother Steven is watching. Oh my God. He just had a trip to Colorado. I want to hear all about that. Kevin Scullin, who I've known forever. Charles Evans in San Francisco. He got his t-shirt and mug yesterday. I love that. And you can get your t-shirt and your mug and your cap and your coasters and now your tote bags at the web address that Doug is putting on the screen right now. They have to say, they all look really good. I'm very impressed with the quality. I don't make them here in my apartment, believe me. But the quality is great. They ship really quickly. If you order now, you'll have it by probably Tuesday. I mean, it gets to you really, really fast. It is kind of fantastic. So I'm thrilled about that. Another sip. I'm still carried away with that sand in my shoes kind of song. I kind of love that. Anyway, I thought I would do a couple of songs by the great Stephen Sondheim tonight. Shifting gears. The second song is a request by my dear friend. The Hong Kong Blues was from my friend Joe McGuff, and his wife Cass requested this song months and months ago. And this is one of those requests that I've had on the list for a long time, and now I'm finally getting to do it. That's the second song. The first song is from the same show, and I was listening to this music a couple days ago, and this song I've always loved. I've never sung it before. Anyway, they're both from Stephen Sondheim's first musical where he wrote the lyrics and the music, called Anyone Can Whistle. Didn't run a long time at all. Ran like 13 performances, something crazy like that. Starred Angela Lansbury, Harry Gardino, and Lee Remick. And there's some great songs. There Won't Be Trumpets is from that show. And A Parade in Town is from that show. And these two songs. Whenever my world falls apart, I never lose hope or lose heart. Whatever the form of the storm that may brew, I've got you to lean on. When everything's hopelessly gray, you make me feel eager and gay. There isn't a single great thing I can do, not with you to lean on, darling, you. With you to depend on, I'll never quit. There isn't a murder I couldn't commit. Whenever I falter, Gibraltar comes through. You're my rock, I lean on you. To dust, I've always got someone to trust. Whatever the sort of support that I need, I've got you to lean on. When everything's hollow and black, You'll always have me at your back. No matter how hollow, I'll follow your lead, and with you to lean on, I'll succeed. What comfort it is to have always known that if they should catch me, I won't go alone. I'll always give credit where credit is due. I've got you to lean on. You're the one I'm keen on. High, low, in between on. I lean on you. From the same show. With so little to be sure of, if there's anything at all, if there's anything at all, I'm sure of here and now, and us together, all I'll ever be, I owe you. If there's anything to be, being sure enough of you makes me sure enough of me. Thanks for everything we did, everything that's past, everything that's over too fast. None of it was wasted. All of it will last. Everything that's here and now and us together. It was marvelous to know you, and it isn't really through. Crazy business this life we're given. Can't complain about the time we're given. With so little in this world, we had a moment, marvelous moment. I need you more than I can say. I need you more than just today. I guess I'll need you more than you need me. And yet I'm happy. Being sure enough of me makes me sure enough of me. Thanks for everything we did, everything that's past, everything that's over too fast. None of it was wasted, all of it will last. Everything that's here and now and us together. It was marvelous to know you, and it isn't really through. Crazy business this world we're given. Can't complain about the time we're given. With so little to be sure of in this world. Hold me. Hold me. From Anyone Can Whistle. Beautiful, beautiful Stephen Sondheim song. That was for you, Cass. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really having a great time seeing your requests. One more time, if you've enjoyed the show, if you're having a good time, please feel free to send some money to the virtual tip jar via PayPal at bstritch@yahoo.com and also Venmo at Billy-Stritch. And also, not that I'm doing away with theme shows altogether. So I welcome all of your ideas and your comments. If you put comments, your ideas in the comments, because usually a couple days after the show, I go back and watch the show in real time and I read all of your comments. And also, if you want to write me via the Facebook Messenger app, that's great too. So if you have ideas for songs, for themes, just anything regarding the show, I will welcome that very much. Obviously, we have a lot more shows to go. So more friends watching tonight. We have some good people, right?
Joni Rapp loved that so much. She said she's sending you the deed to her house.
Oh, great, Joni. I'll take it. I think Joni lives like in Cape Cod, so I would love to go there very much. I hope you've enjoyed these requests. I'm not done. I have about 3 more things to do. I put these 2 songs together. The first song was requested by my friend Margie, and it's one that's I've been getting requests for. And then it goes into a song written by Julie Stein and Sammy Kahn. It was for my friend Robert Wohl, who requested this many times. And I thought they actually really worked pretty well together. Kiss me once and kiss me twice and kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. Haven't felt like this, my dear, since can't remember when. It's been a long, long time. You'll never know how many dreams I've dreamed about you, or just how empty they all seemed without you. So kiss me once, kiss me twice, kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. It's been a long, long time. Time after time, I tell myself that I'm so lucky to be loving you. So lucky to be the one you run to see in the evening when the day is through. I only know what I know. The passing years will show. You've kept my love so young, so new. And time after time, you'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving you. kept my love so young, so new, and time after time you'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving you. So lucky to be loving you. 2 really nice songs. That's for Margie and that's for Robert Wool. Um, this past week, this past Sunday, I had a very sad thing happen to me and to a lot of us. A dear, dear friend of mine for a long, long time and a fellow musician passed away pretty suddenly on Sunday. His name is Mark Carroll, and I don't know if some of you Dallas people I know him. Mark Carroll was in his 80s, but I met Mark back in the 80s. He was well. First of all, he was just a fantastic guy with a great sense of humor and great wit and a big heart. But he was a fantastic pianist and singer. And I remember hearing Mark play. I mean, he really was one of the best. I don't say that lightly. He held court at the Mansion on Turtle Creek in Dallas for many, many years, and that is one of the most elegant piano bars, supper clubs that you can imagine, right on a par with Bemelman's Bar in New York. That's where I first heard Mark Carroll play. And he knew all the songs, all the standards. He was the hippest guy. And just fantastic. And then we kind of fell out of touch. We would see each other when he would come to New York every few years or so. And then about I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, he met a wonderful partner, Bobby Stewart, and they got married. And Mark's life was renewed again because he had really found his soulmate. And he had gone through some health problems in the past few years, and the gig at the gigs kind of dried up. The gigs at the Mansion on Turtle Creek, like so many of those live gigs, that wasn't going along on anymore. But he was coaching and teaching, and he was also producing a fabulous show in Dallas. It was the Follies, the Fabulous Follies. I'm not sure the exact name of it, but it was like a show they would do every year for senior performers, and it was like first rate, fantastic every year. And Mark was the musical director of that. And in the last 4 months, Mark started doing these great live stream shows on Saturday afternoon on his Facebook page. And so it was great for me personally because I was able to see him every week. And then usually an hour after the show, or maybe the next day, we would talk on the phone. We talked on the phone at least once a week and watched each other and supported each other. And so I had this wonderful reconnection with Mark. And I know he had been struggling with some health issues, but he didn't do his last show on Saturday. He wasn't feeling well. He had written on Facebook that he was having back issues, and so he was taking a week off. And then I called to speak to him on Sunday, and I got Bobby, and Mark had just passed away, and it was just shocking to me and to so many of us. But he was just a wonderful, wonderful guy. And well, you see, there you go. Um, I'm going to sing a song for him because this is a song that I know he loved, and it's a song that I love, and he sang it in a lot of his shows. And I just want to honor him. And I just got hit, and when I get hit, I have a feeling that I know that he's there, and he's watching, and he's. Mark, you were a great guy. And we miss you very, very much. And thank you for your wonderful music. And thank you for your friendship. And so many of us love you, and we will remember you for a long, long time. This is for you. Well, hello there, good old friend of mine. You've been reaching for yourself for such a long, long time. There's so much to say, no need to explain. Just an open door for you to come in from the rain. It's a long road when you're on your own, and a man like you will always choose the long way home. There's no right or wrong, I'm not here to blame. I just want to be the one to keep you from the rain, from the rain. And it looks like sunny skies now that I know you're all right. Time has left us older and wiser. I know I am. And it's good to know my best friend has come home again. And I think of us like an old cliche, but it doesn't matter. I love you anyway, coming from the rain. And it looks like sunny skies now that I know you're all right. Time has left us older, but wiser. I know I am. And it's good to know my best friend has come home again. And I think of us like an old cliche, but it doesn't matter, 'cause I love you anyway, coming from the rain, coming from the rain, coming from the rain. That's for you, Mark. He's a special guy, and we're going to miss him. Well, I don't mean to end on a sad note because, we're musicians, so we got to perk it up a little bit. But you caught me in a rare moment when I let my guard down, but, it's real. It's real and it's honest, and you're my friends, so that's fine with me. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I had a great time singing for you. One more time, if you feel the urge to donate, I'm going to put it up there one more time. I have Doug put it on the screen via PayPal at bstritch@yahoo.com and Venmo Billy-Stritch. I want to thank my partner and my producer, Doug Major, for doing all this for me, sitting right there and being my rock. And it's just nice to know that he's there, because I think of us like an old cliche. Anyway, this doing these shows has been wonderful because it's created something for us to do together, and it's really kind of lovely. So Anyway, one more. I'll drink to that.
Look, Minnie knew you were crying, so she came over to comfort
I know these dogs. I tell you, they sense everything. The song before that, Chloe's walking around. I mean, I don't know if you can see them in the shop, but they're here.
you. Yeah, Daddy's all right. He's okay.
I said, Daddy's good. All right.
He's all
So I'm going to close with a song that my friend Jared down in Florida requested last night. And I thought, oh, well, maybe that's a good song to close with. And I'll say goodnight to you all right now. Thank you for joining me on the 11th episode. And I'll see you next Thursday on number 12. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to, do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly want to be. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into my imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to, do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly want to be. Good night.